What's going on, everybody? It's Rick. As you can see, I was able to harvest the castings. Probably got about 8 to 10 pounds of the castings. Let the light beat on it, agitated the worms, let them get forced down into the feeding tray, and then I harvested the castings. I probably did get close to 20, maybe 30 worms that went into the castings, but that's okay. I put a little bit of shredded leaves in there, and I'm actually going to add a little bit of the food scraps that I have today into the casting tray so I can go ahead and try to harvest some of those worms back out. With this, I have my small 6-sheet micro crosscut shredder. I went ahead and did a video, so I'll try to go ahead and link a card right up here so you can see that. All I'm going to do is dump the cardboard into this tray. And then just kind of push it around. What I'm going to do in the upcoming weeks is this will get kind of compacted down. I will add some more to it. The way I like to prepare the bedding for the VermiHut Plus is add in the cardboard, then some of my eggshell grit, and then I'll go ahead and add some of the coffee grounds from the K-cups. That looks pretty good for right now. I'm just going to give it a quick little roughen in, and then this is going to become the lowest tray. Okay. I'm going to move this out of the way, and then these risers in the corner, I'm going to go ahead and add to this. I've had a bunch of people ask. These are 2 1/8 inch long. I actually cut them about 2 1/2 inches when I did it, but I used a battery-powered bandsaw that was like handheld. So when I cut it, these edges were real kind of curved and jagged. So then I used a bench grinder to go ahead and smooth everything out. And in doing that, it became 2 1/8 inch height on those risers. And I'll show you how I put them in after the feeding. So check out, this was a paper bag, and the worms have gone ahead and started eating through it. I added a lot of fresh bedding the last time, as you can kind of still see. So let's go. I like to feed right there in the middle, and there's a bunch of worms. Oh, I'm looking, I'm going, what is that? That was my comfrey leaves from the garden. That looks like about it. So now I'm just going to go ahead and give a fluffing to the whole bin. Now, this cardboard is from my other shredder, which is a 16-page shredder, and it does, I mean, it shreds it up fine for me, but it's slightly larger than that micro cut. The micro cut's probably about half of that size. Well, I got the coffee grounds, so I'm going to go ahead, so I don't forget like normal, and add some right on top of that fresh bedding. This feeding should help. This feeding should help to add some moisture to that lower tray of the fresh bedding now. I have watermelon. I have previously frozen lettuce that went bad. And then I have, oh my gosh, some celery. So there we go. Worms should really enjoy that. I'm going to go ahead and sprinkle just a little bit more bedding on there. To the feeding, like I normally do, I like to add the ground up eggshell. This is just a grit source for the worms. It does help in their digestion because they pick up those little specks of the eggshell, and as they squirm around in their crop and their gizzard, it actually helps to digest their food for them. So after getting the eggshell on the feeding, I like to make sure that I cover up that feeding area with some castings, and that has still some comfrey, so I want to tuck that under. So there's that, and I kind of made another little hole right here, which I'm going to add some more fresh bedding to. And while I did it, I used it to help clean off my glove. So I'm going to go ahead, move that tray down below now, and show you how I set it up. Oh, and then I'll go ahead, before I do that, I'll add my brown paper bag back to the bin. So, as you see, we have some castings down here at the very bottom. A little dry. Look, got a couple worms. So I'm actually going to move these guys back up into that new inoculating tray. Okay, so now give that a switcheroo. I have the white tray that I need to place back down under here. So this is the lowest part of the VermiHut worm tower. The basin. On top of the basin goes this white contraption. There are little these little feet, and they have to go inside the basin. And then on this white tray, there's these grooves, and those grooves have to line up, and that helps to secure the tray. Now, all I have to do is take my corners and add the risers to the corners here. So the risers, I brought some castings down. I got some castings from that lower basin, and then when I put that food tray back on, those drippings will drip down here. There we go. So thanks for coming along, checking out the reset of the VermiHut Plus after the harvest. If you guys have any questions, make sure you drop them down in the comments. Thanks for coming along, checking out the video. Everybody have a great day.